So that falling down building behind the fallen down gas station is the Paxson Resort. We had breakfast and coffee there in the morning before setting off across the Denali Highway. It's a scenic stretch of hard-packed dirt with sharp gravel all over the top of it. One of the few stops along the Denali Highway is a place that has tire repair, gasoline, and beer. We filled our tanks and then stopped in the sluice box to have a brew. When we finished our beer, the owner asked if we could do him a favor. He said he'd been waiting for a couple of trustworthy-looking individuals to come along, and apparently we fit the bill. He handed us an important letter and asked us to drop it at the post office in Cantwell. So we headed off, feeling very much like the Pony Express. After the successful completion of our mission, we headed south down the Parks Highway and then turned off for Petersville Road. We had heard that Petersville Road was a scenic mountain ride that ended at a mining camp with a great view of Mount Denali. The road starts off paved, then becomes hard-packed dirt, then hard-packed gravel, then loose gravel, then uncomfortably deep loose gravel, and finally settles into a winding, hard-packed dirt road with mud puddles winding through the mountains with a steep cliff face on one side. We rode on and on down the twisty mountain road, splashing through mud puddles, in search of the mythical end of the road that had a great view of Mount Denali. But after riding longer than the entire length of the road was supposed to be, we found only splinters of different roads going off into the mountains for what seemed like forever and no end in sight. We set up camp by the river and dozed off to the sound of rain sprinkling on our tent again. We woke up concerned it would be the Dalton Highway all over again, but this time with a cliff face, but found that the road was mostly hard-packed and the puddles had just gotten a little more fun to splash through. After our pleasant ride out, we stopped at Wall Mike's in Trapper Creek to gawk at his eclectic collection of wares for sale. If you've ever wanted a unicorn caribou, a pile of rusty batteries, or a life-size cardboard cutout of Sarah Palin, I can tell you where you can get one now. Once we'd finished wandering, we continued down the Parks Highway to Talkeetna, where I had been hoping to meet the mayor, a cat named Stubbs, who unfortunately had left his office that day and didn't tell anyone where he'd gone. I had been pretty excited to meet that cat mayor, but luckily I had someone else important to meet.